Do you think it would have been wise then for these Californians, going back to our original conversation, to rent like 6 or 7 cars, put them around their houses, because at least that insurance would pay off? Or
no.
Well, that would only pay the company. Oh, you're right. If it stopped the fire.
If it stopped the fire, but the problem is there's gas in them and everything else.
Cybertruck, though, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well,
paint them blue. Paint them blue.
Unless it's in Vegas.
Yeah.
That thing went up pretty quickly. No, but what's going on now is there's, I think, 7 deaths right now. 5 of them are people with hoses who were just trying to put out the fire in their own yard.
Yeah.
But then there was one guy who saved his house, his neighbor's house, and then the entire neighborhood burned down around him.
Yeah.
So
2 houses. I don't know where they found a fucking fire hose. They found a fire hose and hitched it to the only 2 working hydrants in LA, apparently.
Yeah, and they're going to sue him for not using any equity or inclusive tactics before he went and saved his house.
Oh, I think the DEI hires proved to work out very well.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's embers that are causing all of this,
That's
not
correct.
homeless arsonists.
No.
It's embers.
What's your thought on this? Is this just a great reset for LA? Is it plans? What is this?
I've lost any ability. I'm so cooked. My brain is so
That's the way I feel too.
shot.
Yep.
I've lost any ability to see anything as a coincidence anymore.
Me too.
You know, and I'm like, they're catching arsonists. You know, the last time Trump got elected, the Antifa started burning down cities. It's where the fires happened is very odd. The fact that the mayor was like, "Oh, I gotta go to a wedding in Kenya." Yeah, gotta. You know, very, very odd.
Well, she was just going to get some stuff from Wakanda, I think. Remember how, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but the most advanced civilization in all of human history is in Africa.
It's Wakanda.
That's where it started.
That's, well, it's still there, though.
It's still thriving.
Like right now.
Still thriving down there.
Yeah. You know how, like, people think that there's not one functioning country there?
Yes.
Well, it turns out that the most advanced technology in the history of the world
is Wakanda.
There wasn't one kid with bugs on his faces in that movie. Like, not one.
That's
in
true.
Wakanda.
Or a rice belly.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No.
They were shredded, jacked, having fun.
I wonder what they're eating.
Just eat the flies.
Source of protein.
They're already there.
Yeah,
Source of
well.
protein.
They do land on poop a lot. So,
Dave, have you lived there in LA?
Oh, I lived in LA, yeah.
Yeah, same. For 15 years.
I thought you were talking
what
about
do you think
Africa.
this is?
I think
Definitely didn't live there.
you know how long you would last in Africa? 0 minutes.
I just go for a day. They're day trips to certain parts.
South Africa?
You know, tourisms.
We're apartheid. Wherever the apartheid still is, where you're like, it's still white, right?
Yeah, I just go to where the mud huts and the tears of children. I think.
What he needs is adrenochrome re-up.
Yeah, whenever
Hey, nobody's got a social security number.
I'm actually 212 years old.
I gotta go on. Dave's got to go on Kill Tony next week. Got to look young.
gotta go drink the blood of someone in Africa because that's gonna keep you healthy.
You be an athlete.
Yeah, it's certainly gonna.
It would improve your 40 time at the NFL Combine this year. So
you have a 1 in 7 chance of not getting it. I think that it's odd that they wipe out Malibu while people are trying to buy property very, very cheap. You wipe out all this beachfront property. That's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's arson. I think that let's say it's not. Let's just say it's negligence that they didn't refill a water reservoir in a state that's known for wildfires. Then who do you imprison?
Well, not just not refill the reservoir, but divert 8 billion gallons of water into
Correct.
the ocean. Right?
And that could have just been going right into the reservoir.
Yeah.
My understanding is they
forever.
have,
Yeah,
Yes.
like runoff is where we get most of our drinking water.
Correct.
That's where most of it comes from.
and my understanding is they had record rainfall last year. Is that?
That I don't know about.
I don't know.
That's accurate.
I haven't lived there.
Yeah.
I haven't lived there in a few years.
And because of their regulations, that their record rainfall, they diverted into the ocean, not into their reservoirs, because of some sort of ecological concerns, which, if anything, describes the modern left more than that.
And why are they not using the ocean water? Is it just the actual machinery, environmental practice?
The problem with ocean water is that it everything up. If you drop too much of it on land where stuff grows, grass, but mostly food, like
It'll salt the earth.
Yeah, I think about 40% of our food comes from California,
Right.
like vegetables and shit, which are pointless, right? I don't eat that shit, but some people do. And if you drop it on inhabited places that have anything that's metal, that's part of the infrastructure, it'll fuck it up. It corrodes it. right?
Okay.
So just imagine what happens to your doors at the beach, your door locks and stuff at the beach. But
it's
do it
destroyed.
all at once. Right?
Yeah.
So you can't. I don't know.
Is it as bad as the flames?
Probably not.
Probably
That's what I'm
not at this point. Beggars can't be choosers.
That's what I mean. Like, if you got a resolution, you kind of go, we can deal with some rust.
We got to do it.
But I mean, right now too, there's a lot of AI photos. I don't know what's real or not, but there are real videos of people lighting fires. That's a fact.
Correct. So let's go to last night. Let's go to our Instagram, Bob, for Drinking Bros Podcast and Instagram. Posted this last night. This guy got arrested. It was a citizen's arrest. They zip tied him, put him in the front yard, and waited for everybody the cops to get there, and then take this guy away. Second one over. Yeah, that one.
And did they let him out
and then
45
scroll to
minutes
the next
later?
one.
It's New York City.
Yes.
Oh, they did?
Hang on. So yeah, there's an update on this. Dan, what is that on the top of the car? That's the blowtorch. You can get it like
Yeah, it's like a propane torch.
Now, which
Home
one is
Depot?
the
Now
assailant?
breaking news on this. They're not going to charge the guy because they don't have PC to charge him.
Correct.
Even though he's walking around with a fucking blowtorch.
Yep.
Seriously?
And the neighbors saw him lighting fires, and because they don't have a video of it, they let him go on that. However, I guess there was a felony that was in his background, so like they're going to keep him in jail. My guess is they were able to keep him on that, and then they're going to keep trying to figure this out until they get more footage, because the footage we keep seeing that everybody's posting is getting real fucking weird. You're seeing weird people leave the woods in all these areas, but they've got masks on.
Coordinated.
I don't know if it's coordinated.
I think it's
or,
a terrorist attack.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So-
I'm with you. I agree. I think it's something to it.
A lot of it happened during Katrina as well. Like there was a lot of cartel activity around because police were doing other stuff. It always happens like that. So if you want, like, think about this. This is something that we've been game planning for in the entirety of the 21st century emergency management world. And I was part of that world for some amount of time. Taking advantage of natural disasters. And certainly high winds are not a natural disaster on their own, but if you know the Santa Ana winds are coming in, just light a couple fires in a perimeter around LA proper, which is exactly what fucking happened.
That is exactly what's happening right now.
Because if you know the wind patterns, you can just make it burn everything, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and with that, the other videos that are coming in, like the white people throwing the gas tanks out.
I don't know if they were just trying to get rid of a gas tank so they're not driving around with gas in their car.
Well, they did pull them over.
I mean, what would that, like throwing a fucking 5-gallon thing of gas onto the side of the road? That's not doing shit.
But you were literally adding gasoline to the fire, so people were
they
pissed off
threw
about
it.
it.
They threw it like 10 feet off the road where there wasn't a fire at the time. The fire was over the hills. So
It's coming, though.
I just don't. That to me didn't read like anything in particular.
Oh, not to kill it, by the way. I want to thank you both for putting up the video of the meter maid
Oh, you're welcome.
still giving away tickets during the fire.
Yeah, because you got to pay. That's the only way they pay anything
It's like
there.
burning 30 feet away and just leaving them on car.
Just wait. So we talked about this twice this week actually already, but in Buncombe County, which is where Asheville is, they sent out an alert for everybody. Hey, don't forget to pay your property taxes. Right.
Oh,
yeah.
When your property's been washed away.
And I guarantee fucking
Can you use your gift card on that?
Yeah.
I guarantee you that's coming in LA. Guarantee you. Like they're already 150 billion upside down. Well, they're fucked.
Right now, as of today, and they can't even get in.
that's before this started.
Yeah.
This is going to cost, the repairs for this are going to cost about 50 billion.
Yeah, they're saying they estimated at 57 last night, what I saw. Yeah.
Well, Dan, let me ask you this, because you did a lot. You were very vocal, and you did a lot, as much as you could, to help the people in North Carolina. And they got, I believe, $750. Maui, $700. And
I mean, really, they're not getting anything.
we stopped looking for your kids. By the way, Maui.
Yeah.
Sorry, hopefully your kids are okay. We don't know. We don't care.
But have you been to Chili's lately?
Yeah.
But then Biden comes out immediately and says, "Don't worry, we're going to fully reimburse everybody in LA
For 180 days.
Yeah.
So
for the
fully reimburse
I
everybody."
don't know what he means by that. I mean, I think it's he certainly didn't say anything to that effect. There was some money sent down to North Carolina for infrastructure and shit, and I don't know if he meant to individuals or to the city and state for infrastructure. Either way, no such overture was made for North Carolina. And on that $750 thing, nobody I know that's down there has gotten that. I've seen literally hundreds of applications that are pending.
Yes.
Like,
So
what the do we have?
My friend is also a Marine down there. One was like helping a bunch of people. He said the same thing. He's gotten nothing.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I haven't seen a single person in my ecosphere that's gotten paid anything yet.
So Joel and Street Gonzo are there now, and with one of the victims in the Palisades, and she goes, "Watch what happens when I try to fill out my FEMA paperwork." So she gets there, it gets all the way to the end, and they're like, "Sorry, there's no money." And I told him to tell her just moments before we got on the show. I go, that ain't coming for like 8 to 10 months, like at a minimum.
Have they tried filling it out in Ukrainian?
Yeah, well, then you'd get it overnight. But
then you would just get a pallet of cash, and you could fix both the problems with just one load.
Yeah.
Yeah.